it's about our, preparing our students for the professional world. What is it going to be like when they get out? Are they going to have jobs, and how are they going to be competitive in the job market?
Yeah, I mean, any opportunity we can give our students to get out of the classroom environment and interact with real clients, get into real spaces, get their hands dirty, and get down to business is something that we try and take advantage of throughout the semester.
And one of the great aspects about this project that the students are working on is they're getting to be involved with a fairly high-profile project. It's, the redesigning the Chancellor's office suite. They met the Chancellor, and they're freshmen, so that was a little intimidating for them, but it's good for them to kind of step right into meeting clients, working with clients.
And with the greenhouse project was a project with that we did with primarily our junior and senior level students, although we did have a few second-year students as well. And this was working for a community initiative that is trying to turn an old greenhouse into a local food hub and an educational space and a place that will create organic compost and then sell soil and have a commercial kitchen space, and then also serve as a business incubator. And so our students have been asked by the people who are coordinating the greenhouse project to come in and envision what this space can be like. The space is an old, kind of an old trademark building in the community. A lot of people connect to it in our community, and so it's been out of use for a number of years and really really ramshackle at this point, so it was an interesting experience to get them into the space and measuring and then revisioning what it could be.
Having the members of the community be a part of it not only helps with the design process, but also helps with the outcome, knowing that they were involved from the start. It makes them more happy to see the finished product and more involved, and I guess brings more publicity to the project, which is a huge part of what we do too, kind of a behind the scenes thing.
Chancellor's project came about, this is a 101 level, so entry level freshman year students. They're just getting started with design and really learning the fundamentals of what is design through understanding what a line is and what color is and what shapes are and forms and composition, how you work within a piece of paper and make even treating the paper as valuable real estate to communicate an idea. So we're really sort of at the ground level in terms of design, and this project is a great way to sort of end the semester with a dose of reality before they go on to upward level studios. So connecting some fundamentals with the real, connecting art and architecture, which is very much an important skill.
Mm-hmm.
I think working for a project on school, it kind of makes it more personal for you in a way where you put yourself into the space because you're going to be using it to a certain extent, and so you want to design it what works for you, and I think that kind of helps out indirectly how everybody, like how it'll work. If it works good for you, it'll most likely work good for others as well.
And one of the things that I think the students in the greenhouse project are learning is to do a lot of research about the area, and you never know when when a little bit of information sparks an idea, and it's that kind of training that that the students are getting to find inspiration in the community.
Having the community in this, you kind of learn what the community is all about, and the background, and like she said, woodworking, I learned about soils and the resources around the area that make the design more sustainable and help the community grow within itself. Yes, and it's kind of nice to see all their huge ideas and how you can bring them into play, make it obtainable and be able to actually design it.
With respect to the Chancellor's office, that space is representative of the entire university. So, we've kind of went through the history of Old Main and the history of the school through its many different evolutions, and that's been really interesting for the students to get that background, to get that history, which then hopefully informs how they choose to design the space, and really connecting space with a sense of place.
It was important to tie in the history and the purpose of the transfer suite, and not just as another room in the university. It's a very important space. So we had to bring in the functionality of it while still doing design and the history.
Well, and team effort, I think, is a really key concept here, because it's, as we've mentioned before, it's so important for students to have the opportunity to work with real clients, but it's also important for them to have the opportunity to work with other professionals in the field. And they have that experience in our program through their internships, but to be able to work with a professional through a project is also really important as part of a classroom experience. And what we would like to see, I think, in the future is a lot more opportunities for students to work alongside professionals and co-create different types of spaces and environments, and whether it's from a research early on stage in a project through or all the way through the design phase and into the construction phase. But we have a lot of opportunities that we have yet to explore. It's rewarding. The whole process is rewarding.
Truly.
For everybody.